Hello everyone, my name is Iseti. I am a professional makeup artist and antique baking ambassador, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about the Cheek Cosmetics products that I got quite a while ago. These were gifted products. They sent me some skincare, they sent me some eyeshadow palettes and a face palette. Out of the two face palettes, I'm going to be using this one. Flight Ready seems like it's for lighter skin tones or even like cooler skin tones. So it's definitely not for me, so I won't be using that. Instead, I'll be using Island Glow. And the face palette has a highlighter, a cheek thingy, and I don't know if this is a bronzer or a contour. I think they wrote it at the back. Yeah, it's a contour. Okay, if you're new here, hi, my name is Isetu. This is my makeup channel, my makeup channel. This is my YouTube channel where I speak about makeup advice, makeup tips, makeup tricks, mainly focusing on the makeup in South Africa. I do touch a little bit on international brands, but I don't really care about them. I don't really use their products. I mainly use South African products because they're accessible to me and they're great. So that's what I'm going to be talking about on my channel. So please do subscribe. Okay, so before I start, I want to talk you guys through my skincare routine. I have dry skin, and some of my other concerns is that I have eczema and my skin is just relatively very sensitive, so I'm very picky with the products that I put on my face. However, recently I discovered this baby. Body Shop has this really nice vitamin E range, and I've been really enjoying their hydrating toner, their moisturizer, and their night cream that they have in this range, and it's really helped my skin go back to like normal. However, I don't know a lot about skincare, so this is why I have invited my sister to talk about some of the skincare aspects of makeup, and here she is, and she'll explain to you why you need toner. Why do we need toner, Apiwe?
Toners. Okay, so back in the day, toners were known as very harsh products because they're made up with like very drying ingredients like alcohol, which wasn't necessarily good for the skin. But time has changed, and so has products, and things are improving, and so is skincare. Nowadays, you can find a whole different types of toners, from exfoliating to hydrating to moisturizing. Like, toners now do different things. It's not like a standard product that like, this is a toner. Now you can get a toner that actually exfoliates. So would I say it's an essential in your skincare routine? It's not necessarily, but it does help in terms of helping products absorb better into your skin. So if you're using like hyaluronic acid, toners are great to like use before that to kind of like get the skin moist and damp, preparing it for the next bunch of products that you're going to be layering on top. Imagine it as a sponge. When a sponge is dry, after cleansing, your skin is dry, like a dry sponge. So when you apply toner, the toner in a way moisturizes the skin and like damps it so that your product can now seep in like easier and better into your skin. Because now your skin is damp, which means products now can also sink in better. If your skin is dry with no toner helping products sink in better, the product will just sit on top of the skin, which is not what you necessarily want. You want the product to work deep into the skin so you can see the results of glowing skin. So that's my short little introduction of why toners, we do need them, but do not stress. If you cannot afford to get a toner into your skincare routine or to squish one into your skincare routine, don't stress. There are other products that can do things just as great as toners.
When I've applied it, like right now, my skin doesn't feel really tight. It feels really like normal. But toner makes my skin feel too tight, I know that it's not for me. If my toner makes my skin feel like it's too oily, it's not for me. I haven't experienced that though. But the burntness, toners are not supposed to sting, guys. I don't know who told y'all that. I used to think that. I used to think toners strip away, but that's not what they're supposed to do. So the first product that I'm going to talk about from Cheek Cosmetics, and one that I've been really enjoying, is the Hydrate Serum. This serum is really nice to wear underneath makeup. To be honest, I don't understand a lot about serums or ingredients in skincare, but someone who does is my sister, so I'm going to ask her to explain it. Hi, Apira.
Okay, so the Dewy Face Serum by Cheek Cosmetics. This is a hydrating product. It's made up with various hydrating ingredients, with one of them being hyaluronic acid. So, I'm sure you guys have heard everyone talk about hyaluronic acid. What is exactly and how does it work and how should you apply it on your skin? Yes, there's a certain way of applying hyaluronic acid to get the best and most benefit out of it. You always want to apply it on damp skin and not on dry skin, because hyaluronic acid works by drawing moisture from the air. So if you're someone with dry skin and you're applying hyaluronic acid on dry skin as well, it just screams disaster. Because then if the air is dry and your skin is dry, you don't want hyaluronic acid to draw moisture from your skin. Because then that's when people start seeing tightness and dryness on the skin, thinking that hyaluronic acid is not working. Meanwhile, it's just being used wrong. So you always want to apply it on damp skin and not on dry skin, regardless of what climate you are, just to get the better and effective result from it. So yeah. Hyaluronic acid is a nice hydrating ingredient. There are different types of ingredients, but right now hyaluronic acid is a trendy one and it's popular in many skincare products and many people love it. But you need to be careful how you use it, because if you're using it wrong, you will not see the results. Okay.
So for this serum, what I like to do is to just squeeze it and then drop it into my hand. I really don't like this business of putting serums directly onto your skin. You're just picking up bacteria for no reason. What I like to do is to apply the product on my hand like this and to just pat it into my skin so that my skin really absorbs it, especially after applying the toner. I really like doing that. And to just pat it in, get it everywhere, and to just suck it into my skin. Now you can see that there's a little bit of ooh in my skin. I love that for me. The next thing that I like to do is to apply my moisturizer. The moisturizer that I use is from the Body Shop Vitamin E range, and I just like to apply it like this on these parts of my face, and then just rub it in as well on those parts of my face. I love this moisturizer mainly because it's not too oily. Sometimes moisturizers for dry skin tend to be a little bit too oily, and what happens is that when you apply that really thick cream, that really oily product, is that it can break down your foundation a lot earlier than it needs to. So be aware of that. Maybe if your foundation isn't lasting as long as you want it to, or maybe if your foundation is breaking up way too soon or not sitting on your skin properly, try to look back at the skincare that you're using and see which ingredients are in said skincare, and maybe that's conflicting with the foundation that you are using. If you're someone with oily skin and you're using a product with a lot of oils that is super duper hydrating on your skin, it could encourage your skin to produce too many oils, and what could happen is that your foundation could be breaking down a lot too early. If you're someone with dry skin and you're using a water-based, very lightweight moisturizer, I also want to recommend that, because then your skin is going to suck up all of that moisture really quickly, and then your foundation will also be a part of the products that your skin is sucking in, and it will make your skin look cracky and dry and dusty and just not nice. So if you're having any of those issues, try to look back at the products that you're using, your skincare products, and see what you can change, what you could add, so that your foundation sits properly. The next thing that I'm going to move on to is eye cream. But before I move on, I'd like up here to explain the importance of eye cream, why we use it, why we should use it, and is it like necessary for everyday makeup, or should we just reserve it for those special days? So thank you, Apio.
Okay, so eye creams. Some people say you do need them, others say you don't. I'm in between. Eye creams they're great, but if you really want to incorporate eye cream into your skincare routine, the type of ingredients you need to look out for are definitely caffeine, hyaluronic acid, and ceramide. Those are the key ingredients that actually do make a difference when it comes to helping with dark circles, come to helping with plumping up the eye area and minimizing any fine lines or wrinkles under the eye. So make sure you look out for those type of ingredients. Otherwise, eye creams are nice lightweight consistency, which are great to kind of treat the under eye area, because it is a delicate area, which sometimes moisturizer might not be able to do so, because it can be a bit rich and heavy for the under eye. So if that's the case, then you can incorporate eye cream into your skincare routine. I enjoy eye creams because they're nice to apply now and then, but I wouldn't have it as a staple in my skincare routine. But again, this is my opinion. Everyone's opinion is different. If you do want to incorporate it, remember those key ingredients that I mentioned that do help with certain concerns with dark circles. With under eye areas.
So, as you heard, eye cream is a product that you can use whether you want it or whether you don't. I would really only recommend eye cream to people with serious eye concerns like me. I use eye cream because my skin's very dry around this part of my face. I have eczema, so I don't like my skin being too dry because then it gets really flaky and then I have a situation. I don't like having situations. So I apply eye cream. I really like this one from Chi Cosmetics. It's really, really thick. Which is like the first time that I've ever had an experience with an eye cream like that. And what I like to do is to just apply it on my middle finger and to just put it right here. And then to just tap in the rest of the product into my skin. I'm not too sure if you can apply the Chi Cosmetics one on the top part of your eye, but I'm gonna do it anyways. If you're someone with oily skin, you naturally have really oily eyelids, or if you're just someone with naturally oily eyelids, I'm not. I wouldn't recommend that you apply eye cream up here, especially if you're not the type of person to like to wear an eye primer. Just don't do it. It'll make your eyeshadow melt and then it will disappear. All that hard work gone. Not worth it. So just apply it over here and to just tap it in with your middle finger. Also apply some up top. What I also like to do, because I really do suffer from very dry lips because of my dry skin and my eczema sometimes goes there. And I like to apply some eye cream up here and a lip balm. I've already applied my lip balm, but yeah, I just like to apply my eye cream over here. That looks funny. I like to apply my eye cream over here just to give myself that extra moisture, extra hydration. And you can see here on this part of my lip is very, very irritated because yeah, my lips just aren't very healthy right now, so it sucks for me. Okay, so then the last product that I like to apply is sunscreen. I use the hehehe Advanced 50 SPF High Protection. And I like to apply 2 fingers worth of that. Also, another thing that I've adapted is to just focus on certain parts of my face first and then go to other parts, because sunscreen is really hard to blend into your skin. It's super duper hard. Like, no one ever formulates foundation for black people. So when you find your brand, girl. So this is the last time we're going to be seeing a period. I'd like her to explain the importance of sunscreen and why you should apply sunscreen onto your skin before you wear makeup or during your makeup wearing as well. So here's a period.
Okay, so SPF is your BFF. SPF is life. SPF is everything when it comes to skincare. So SPF helps with so many things when paired with the right ingredients and when paired with the right products. SPF can do great things. Even alone, SPF is a phenomenal product. Whether you're indoors or outdoors, don't ever forget SPF. So if you're someone who wears makeup, I wear makeup too. So these are some tricks and things to know in terms of reapplying your sunscreen. You can incorporate a spray-on sunscreen. There are some great spray-on sunscreens that you can use. Instead of using a facial mist, use that a spray-on sunscreen to kind of spray over your makeup. That way you're reapplying your sunscreen without having to mess up your makeup. 2, you can find a nice cushion, makeup cushion, and just pat in your sunscreen into your face using a makeup cushion or a disposable makeup, like a makeup little compatible situation, and just like pat it into your skin. There are always ways of working around to reapplying your sunscreen over your makeup, and you always need to make sure you do reapply your sunscreen even if you are wearing makeup. It is not an excuse just because you're wearing makeup to not reapply your sunscreen, because sunscreen helps in terms of preventing any damage on your skin, because it's better to prevent, because when you have to reverse the damage, it is much harder to reverse the damage. So why not prevent now and keep your skin looking good and plump and glowy at all times? So yeah, those are just some few notes about sunscreen.
Okay, now that I almost forgot, I didn't even apply a primer. So me priming my face, I use 2 different products. So I use the Switch Beauty one and this one from Clarins. The Switch Beauty Putty Primer, I think it's called. I like to apply it just on my nose because that's the place where I get most oily. However, I only apply it on places on my face where I do get oily. So I'll apply it on my nose. That's about it. I don't really get oily anywhere else. So yeah, Another thing that I like to do is to just tap it in, just to make sure that it is soaked into the parts that might produce oil, also to make it a little bit tacky for my foundation application. And then for my other primer, this is the primer, this is a hydrating primer. I'll apply it on parts of my face where I get dry, which is just here. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is to use the Island Glow palette from Cheek Cosmetics, and I'm mainly going to take the bronzer. So I'm going to use this nice dome brush. What I like to do when I apply blush is to not to smile, not to be too concerned with the apples of my cheek. Blush, like contour, like bronzer, really changes the shape of your face, so you have to be very aware of how you're placing the product, why you're placing it there, and what is it doing for your face. One thing that I like to do is to apply blusher in the same direction, the upwards direction, as I like when I apply bronzer. So I like to do this. This is the first time I'm using this, by the way. I haven't used the Cheek Cosmetics products. I've only used the skincare. I like blush mainly because it can change the shape of your face, number one. Number two, blush adds a lot of color into your face. And number three, it's pretty. Also, I like to bring my blush over here, but not too far in. Like sometimes people bring their blush and they contour that it all sits here. You have to be careful with your placement because it changes the whole shape of your face. If you're not doing that, you might end up with a weird face shape and then hate makeup. That used to happen to me. Also, if you smile when I apply blusher, so I would apply blusher here while I'm smiling, just on the apples. But when I'm not smiling, it's like by my nose. So that's why I like to leave my face in the natural like shape that it would be in while I'm like chilling, not wearing blusher, and then drag it up. I like to apply blusher like really high because I have these high-ass cheekbones. This is really pretty. I really like this blusher. 10 out of 10 from me. Hi, my phone died, so I ended up doing this eye while my phone was charging, and now I'm going to teach you how I got this eye on this eye. So you've already seen that I used the Wilderness shade as a transition shade. Now I'm going to move on to Hearties and use that in the crease of my eye, just up here, just to give my eye a little bit more definition and shape. And I also wanted a halo eye, mainly because, I don't know, these shimmers are way too pretty not to have their own moment. So I'm just going to put Hearties in the crease of my eye. I'm mainly going to focus the color when I put it on. I'm going to focus it on the edge of my eye, and then once I have a very satisfied blend over there, I'm going to take whatever leftover shade and just bring it into the innermost part of my eye. So what I'm going to do after that is to take a mixture of boulders and Mauritius, and I'm gonna pack that onto this brush. This is like a flat buffy brush. I'm just gonna put that on this part of my eye and put that on that part of my eye, just to create a more like a depth, and it will be a nice introduction. It'll be a nice setup for my shimmer. My shimmer will have a nice gradient effect. Then once I've done that, I'm gonna go back in with the Hearty shade just to blur out those edges. Because it is a black, I don't want to give it too much power by blending the black out into it. So I just want to mix the crease shade with it so that I can get a nice gradient on that part of my eye. So I'm just going to blend that in. Wow, I really like it. And then I'm going to get my transition shade, and I'm just going to blend stuff out again like what I did on the other eye, just to make sure that my blend is seamless, also that there's a gradient. Another thing that I like to do is to use a brush that doesn't have any product on, just to blend out all of the colors that I have on my eyelid. Yeah, and I also like to blend in my transition shade into the nose contour that I had done on myself. And then what I'm going to do, last but not least, is to get Gold Reef and use my finger and to just place that into the center part of my eyelid. Look at that. Look at that. Also like to use Shimmer Beach just over there, very gently. I don't like using too much of it because it will actually change the color of my eye. And then I'll go back in with that flat fluffy brush and just kind of diffuse the edges of that shimmer. The shimmer will go everywhere, but that's okay. We like that. And then after I do that, I'm gonna take this shade, the Hearties brush, just blend out my crease again to not overwhelm the products that are on my face. As you can see, like, things are blurring. But the thing that I like to do is to sometimes take the shimmer up like that. It creates like a nice dewy effect. I don't know how to say it. I learned this from Makeup by Mario, and I really liked it because he did it on Kim Kardashian when she was going to the Met Gala this one time, and she looked wet, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, so I'm also going to take this nice, like, I don't know if it's a pencil brush, I don't know what it's called, but I'm just going to pack that product there on that center part of my eyelid. Just also bring it up and out. I'm going to blend that out also because I don't want it to be too strong. I'm going to blend that part out too. And then what I'm going to do is take this flat brush again and to just create a nice gradient for myself. I thought I would create a very natural soft glam look. Boy, was I wrong. I didn't really pay attention to the shimmers and whatnots that I was blessed with in this palette. And because I have such beautiful colors in here, I might as well use them. Okay, so then the last few things that I'm going to do before I apply my lashes is to underline my waterline with this black liner. I really wish I knew where it was from. I forgot to dust off the product, so I'm just going to dust off excess product. It's going to go like this. It's going to come off with the powder that I had put on. And then another thing that I'm going to do, which I completely forgot to do just now, is to use this brush again and to do the under part of my eyes. Just gonna color that in and bring that up like what I did on that side. And then what I'm going to do is take my transition shade brush, a little bit of my transition shade, and to just blur out that edge. And also not to make it as strong. And then what I'm going to do is take my black and to just underline my waterline. And then what I'm also going to do after I've done that is to do this part of my eye. Just to pinch it in, also to give my eye a little bit more dimension in the outermost part of my eye. Bro, what's going on in my eye today? It's leaking. So apply product over there. I'm gonna go do ring liner somewhere else. I'll probably make a tutorial for ring liner, but right now I'm not about to take the risk to ruin my look. Okay, so I've just finished my look. I really like it. I look very expensive. I wanted to do a soft glam look. I think this is soft glam. I know some of my lashes are floating, but I don't really, like, I'm gonna wash this off anyway, so I'm not really phased on whether or not they're floating because they're gonna come off my face anyways. But anyways, back to my soft glam look that I did with the Chi Cosmetics products. I want to talk about the eyeshadow palette. Chi Cosmetics never misses with eyeshadow palettes. I'm sorry, especially their shimmers. I'm always, if there's a brand in South Africa that I can always trust with eyeshadow palettes, it's this one. Chi Cosmetics makes really nice eyeshadow palettes that are really easy to blend, really well pigmented. Like, they're not too pigmented to the point where you can't blend them in. They're also not pigmented. Like, it's just the perfect blend, the perfect amount, and I'm really obsessed with this palette. It's like, this is why I ended up creating a look like this, because I couldn't stop. The eye cream is great. I only use eye cream if I'm gonna have makeup on, but this is an eye cream that I actually really enjoyed. So another product that I want to talk about is the face palette. This is the palette where I got the blush from. So this is a highlighter, this is the blush, and this is the contour color. This blush I like. I don't have any beef with the blush. I think it's really pretty. However, the highlighting shade I have a bit of beef with, and I'll show you why. So I'm just gonna take Suberwell onto my finger. This is what it looks like. And then what I'm gonna do is go into my Steeler shade and take a little bit of that. This is the color bronze, and this is what the two colors look like against each other. So I don't know if you can see. Let me show you much closer. So you can see that the biggest difference between these two products is the texture. This one from Chi Cosmetic has a lot of texture, whereas this one doesn't. So this is what happens when you blend the Stila Cosmetics ones, and this is what happens when you blend in the Chi Cosmetics one. Mind you, I took those same amount of time to build up the product into my hands in order for me to swatch them. I managed to blend it in because I didn't put too much of it, but yeah, I don't know. So we've reached the end of our video. Yay. This was a long one. By the way, just to reiterate, all of these products were gifted to me. I didn't purchase any of them. These were products that Chi Cosmetics had actually sent to me, and I'm just giving you my personal opinion and my thoughts on some of the products, and also giving you some advice on how to get the most out of the products, so that you're not like feeling bummed out about using a product that didn't really work well for you, because that really sucks. I know how it is. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Do share it with your friends, share it with your grandma, share it with whoever likes makeup. If you guys would like to see me do more reviews, please do tell me which product you'd like to see me review. Also in the comments, if you'd like to see me do any other type of video, please do write in the comments. One thing that I won't do anytime soon is how to apply lashes. That's just it. I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Or eyeliner. Until I get a proper camera, then I'll start doing more in-depth close-up tutorials like that, but I don't have a camera like that yet, so sorry. I hope you enjoy your evening or day. I don't know what time it is on your side of life. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I hope you and your family are living kindly, because this earth is not kind, and nor is 2020, so I understand that. Be nice, be kind, be sweet, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye bye. So we've reached the end of our video. Yay. This was a long one. By the way, just to reiterate, all of these products were gifted to me. I didn't purchase any of them. These were products that Chi Cosmetics had actually sent to me, and I'm just giving you my personal opinion and my thoughts on some of the products, and also giving you some advice on how to get the most out of the products, so that you're not like feeling bummed out about using a product that didn't really work well for you, because that really sucks. I know how it is. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. Do share it with your friends, share it with your grandma, share it with whoever likes makeup. If you guys would like to see me do more reviews, please do tell me which product you'd like to see me review. Also in the comments, if you'd like to see me do any other type of video, please do write in the comments. One thing that I won't do anytime soon is how to apply lashes. That's just it. I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Or eyeliner. Until I get a proper camera, then I'll start doing more in-depth close-up tutorials like that, but I don't have a camera like that yet, so sorry. But I hope you enjoy your evening or day. I don't know what time it is on your side of life. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. I hope you and your family are living kindly, because this earth is not kind, and nor is 2020, so I understand that. Yeah, be nice, be kind, be sweet, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye bye.
Hey guys, my name is Apiwe and I'm a skincare enthusiast. You can find me on Instagram as ApiweCams, where I talk all things skincare and I share skincare knowledge with you. I also now and then talk all things fashion and travel and beauty. If that's something that interests you, definitely give me a follow. See you there.